Have you ever wondered what exactly happens when you configure a stateful LSTM layer in Keras? It can be a bit confusing, but don't worry. Today, we're going to break it down and clarify what the units parameter really means. I totally get it. Many people struggle with understanding the intricacies of LSTM layers, especially when it comes to the units parameter. You're not alone in this. It's a common question among those diving into deep learning. Here's the specific question we're addressing today. One user asked, when I create an LSTM object with units, am I creating multiple LSTM units or just defining the size of the internal neural network layers? This is a great question and one that many learners have. To understand this, we need to clarify what the units parameter actually represents. In Keras, when you set units to n, you are defining the dimensionality of the output space. This means that the LSTM layer will output n values for each time step. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a crucial tip that will help you optimize your LSTM models even further. To clarify the user's question about the LSTM layer in Keras, when the user specifies the number of units, they are indeed defining the dimensionality of the output space. This means that the LSTM layer will produce n outputs. However, it's important to note that this does not mean there are n separate LSTM units. Instead, there is one LSTM unit that processes the input sequence and generates n outputs based on the hidden states. Regarding the input, the user can provide a single input sequence. The LSTM will handle the internal state and produce the n outputs without needing to manually create lagging input variables. Finally, the user is correct about the return sequences argument. If set to true, all n outputs are passed to the next layer. If false, only the last output is forwarded. Fun fact, LSTMs were designed to combat the vanishing gradient problem in traditional RNNs. They are like the superheroes of sequence modeling. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. According to another user, when you create a stateful LSTM layer with a specified number of units, like LSTM with 100 units, you are essentially creating a layer of 100 smart neurons. Each of these neurons processes information in a unique way, similar to how a dense layer with 100 dimensions has 100 neurons. The output from this LSTM layer will be a vector with 100 dimensions. Here's the tip I promised. Always experiment with different values for the units parameter and observe how it affects your model's performance. This hands-on approach will deepen your understanding. And there you have it. You now have a clearer understanding of what the units parameter means in Keras LSTM layers. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more insights and tips on deep learning.